Riq the critic, 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 Riq the critic. When she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Riq the critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it and if she get with it. Let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if she's good and if she dig it, cause she's Riq the critic, Riq the critic.
Hi, Riq the critic. Listen, I know you love that music. That's Jessica James. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This year we're gonna have a really, really good time. Thank you and welcome onto the set today. Today, no guests except one from Las Vegas, and we're gonna be doing that via telephone. Nikki, we're gonna be talking about a lot of exciting things today. The suck wall, all the different things that are going on this year. I got some neighbors from hell that I need to talk about today, and we got a lot of stuff that we're going to cover. I had some great shrimp tacos this week from a place on Long Beach Boulevard in LA. Awesome. I mean, really awesome. When you go there, and it's called Taco Mama's. It's on Long Beach Boulevard. You get off on the 605 and you go north, right there on the corner of Long Beach Boulevard and Wilmington. Great place. Got the best shrimp tacos. Tell them I sent you there. Ask only for one shell, not two shells, just one shell, because it's really a little bit too much. But the shrimp are big. They're almost as big as prawns. I mean, really, really good. So that's what's happening with the shrimp tacos today. And you know about the other place, Taco Mana, on Hoover and Vernon, right? And that one is on the corner too, and really, really good tacos. All right, now then, let's see what's going on today. Last week, I talked to a couple of people. We talked about Obama. And call me later on this, because I know you will. I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little tired of the interviews, the children, the whole bit. Let the guy do his job. I mean, really, come on now. I mean, every time I turn around, it's like, we got to hear about the panic button. We had to hear about his name. We had to hear about the tuna that he likes. We had to hear about his $21 haircut. Enough. Enough is enough. I'm like up to here with it. Let the guy do his job. He's got a big job to do. We got a lot of stuff going on that he's got to clean up. God knows it's going to take him at least 8 years to clean up what our former president has already done, okay? Now then, and our caller hasn't called yet. We got a caller calling all the way from Las Vegas today. I'm excited. I'm really excited because not only is she a great conversationalist, she's got an ear to the ground about everything going on. But while we're waiting on her to call, let me tell you what happened to me this weekend. Let's see, how can I put this? Oh, just put it out there. My neighbor, who is like the biggest jerk of all time, we always go into this squabble about the parking spaces. She downsized from a 4-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom house. So of course, when you downsize from a 4-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom house, you lose some parking spaces. She had a big circular driveway in the front. She had 2-car garage in the back, blah, 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 blah. Now she's downsized to a 2-bedroom, so she has 2 parking spaces. She's turned the garage into something else for her children. So when her son parks, he always parks in this really awkward position, which does not allow me to park. I was blessed with a truck a couple of weeks ago, so I have my big truck there now, and then I have my car. This lady comes out and says to me, well, you know, my niece is parking here, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, actually you should park in the front because this parking is for the lady that lives next door to me, the 2 of us. It's for her car, a guest, or either she has 2 cars, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, this lady comes out screaming to the top of her lungs. I mean, like a crazy person, I'm told, because I didn't hear her. but I'm told every neighbor around heard her. So since she put me on blast that particular day and I didn't hear it, I'm putting her on blast today. What an idiot. I mean, you could knock on the door if you have a problem with any neighbor. You knock on the door, you simply discuss what's going on, you come to some type of solution, and you move on. You do not scream to the top of your voice obscenities and scream to the top of your voice about the things that you're displeased with, like a little child having a tantrum. Now then, I'm hoping that she's looking at this. I'm hoping that her friends are looking at it. She put us on blast. I'm not using obscenities, not the kind that I heard that she used. But listen, the parking spaces, if you park properly, you can park 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and possibly 6 cars there. If you park like you should and not park like this, but park straight. So that was she's on the suck wall today. And the other person that's on the suck wall is gotprint.com. I had only 1,000 calls. I got some cards printed up at gotprint.com. They do great work, front, back, and really like the cheapest people ever. But on the back of my card where it said Riq the Critic, it doesn't have Channel 56, it has Chanel 56. Go figure, okay? So I call them up on the telephone, I tell them, look, you missed an N here. I need for you to, take these cards back. Well, we don't take the cards back. You've got to come in, or either you've got to get on the computer. I said, look, let me just bring the cards back, just redo the cards, and then I'll pick them up. They want to take me through this long, drawn-out process because they made a mistake and didn't put an N in, another N in where they should have, okay? Gotprint.com is on the stuck wall today, okay? So this week, we're not doing anything with Gotprint.com until they take care of the problem. Now, some more calls that I'm getting is, gosh, and this is really embarrassing, Charter Communications. Yeah, they've been calling me up about Charter, and that's who takes care of me. But I cannot not talk about them too. I mean, I can't beat everybody else up and not tell the truth about them. I've gotten like maybe 15 calls on you guys. You guys are not providing great service. You're not providing good customer service. People are calling here for Charter somewhere else. So, and the other complaint that I'm getting about Charter is that you guys are putting out promotions and you're not telling anyone. You're saying that it's $21 to start off with, and you let the people go 6 months, and then after 6 months you jump from 21 to 56. That's kind of tacky. So you guys might want to work on that. That's on the suck wall. Charter, just get it together. I love being able to come here. I love being able to do public access. Get it together, please. Okay, now then, and my caller is not called in yet. I can't believe this. You tell them 2:30, and what time is it? It's after 2:30. What's really going on here? I hope everybody's downstairs and handling it, and maybe they didn't get caught up in the snow or whatever. Okay, let's see, what else are we going to talk about today? Today we're also going to talk about, let's see. Oh, guess where I went and I ate last week. I ate last week at Purdue's catering right down on Los Robles and Orange Grove. They've got great German chocolate cake. I also had rib tips, and I had greens, I had macaroni and cheese, I had yams, I had a sweet potato fried pie, which is sweet potato on the inside of a pie, like a turnover, and dipped in hot grease, and it was really, really, really good. I mean, it was really good. And then they had the apple like that, they had the peach, and they had the sweet potato. So it was really good. So if you get down there, try them. There's another place, we talked about Beans BQ over on Fair Oaks. They're not there anymore, sad to say. I passed by there, and now it's a Mexican restaurant, La Pintoresca or something of that nature. So I'm going to be stopping in there probably within the next few days to go in, sit down, introduce myself, and sit down and possibly have a great Mexican dinner. Melodies is open over on Washington, right before, actually, if you're coming from the station, it would be one block west of Lake, right there on the corner. Used to be the old M&Ms. I was really giving it a bad review because they said to me that the same cooks that cook for M&Ms were cooking there. That's not a good thing. So I knew when they said it, they probably thought it was a good thing, but it's not a good thing. The food was horrible when they were M&Ms, and if it were the same cooks, it was horrible. It was the worst food I have ever tasted. Have you ever had cold fried fish? Oh, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. So they said to me, they assured me, they do some fundraisers or something over there because I spoke to someone and they said something about a fundraiser. And anyway, the fundraiser they were having at Melodies, they said the cooks were different and that the food was good. So I'm going to be trying them this week also. And if they are the same cooks as the M&M cooks, I will be the first to raise my hand and tell you, don't go there, don't buy the food, it's terrible, it tastes like sawdust. Okay, we don't want to bash Melodies yet, we want to give them a chance, a second chance. If they don't have the M&M people or the same chefs working there, then we do want to give them a fair shake. If they do have the same chefs working there, we don't even want to try it. Now, the other one I'm bashing today on the suck wall is the Corner Bakery. I went over to the Corner Bakery a couple of weeks ago. I got a cinnamon swirl cake, and I usually have good things to say about them, but they're getting really, really tacky. I got a cinnamon cake that was hard. I mean, I could throw it up against the wall and it would bounce back at me. I got a maple bar, I got a slice of cinnamon cake. The lemon bar was decent, but I suspect it was the ones that kind of sit out in the front of the, sit out in the window there that you can see. The maple bar was tacky. The cinnamon cake was even worse. And get it together, guys. I mean, you usually have great stuff going on there. It's terrible. You guys had very, very terrible service a couple of weeks ago. And a friend of mine called me too. They had terrible service. My phone call? Hey, great, right on time. Finally. Okay.
And hello there, Mother.
Nikki!
Yes, it's me.
And you're late too. I was beginning to wonder about you. If you guys don't know, listen, this is my daughter from Las Vegas. We had a conversation this morning, and I said, let's just take this conversation onto the TV today. So the Riq the Critic song that you hear, that's my baby girl, and this is my oldest daughter, Nikki. Nikki, what's going on in Vegas?
Hello from Las Vegas.
What's going on in Las Vegas, Nikki?
I'm your girl about town. Right now I'm in a furniture store.
Where? What are you doing?
I'm looking for furniture for a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. What's the name of the furniture store?
I don't know. It's an off-brand. We won't give them that kind of plug.
Oh, okay. Is the customer service tacky?
Yeah. Nobody's offered us any assistance.
Oh, well, give us the name. Give us the name, or we won't go there when we come to Las Vegas. What's the name
Nobody
of it?
will come here. It's way too obscure anyway.
Oh. Well, let's just blast them. Let's just badmouth them on TV anyway. What's the name?
What is the name of this store? TRX.
And she had the TRX?
Home Furnishing.
TRX Home Furnishing.
Yes. Yep, TRX.
In Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Okay.
And they have offered us no assistance.
Okay, and all my Riq the Critic viewers will agree. She's right there in the store. The service is crummy, it's tacky, it's TRX. Do not go there. Do not shop there. It's a tacky place. Is that
Yes.
what we're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, so why are you still there?
And they're playing Snoop Dogg. I'm on the way out.
Okay, yeah, come out of there because it sounds like it's tacky. So what's going on? Thrilling, exciting, and new, daughter, dear?
Oh, nothing much. It's extremely cold. However, I did find a new nail tech, and she's wonderful.
Where?
She is at Classy Claws.
Where?
Her name is Tina. Here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Her name is Tina. She is an African American lady. She does a wonderful job, and she's the mother of 6.
How much does she charge?
She's not very expensive at all.
Okay, what's not expensive to you?
I paid $15 for a fill. She does really nice artwork, and everything is hand designed. No stencils.
Oh.
She does good work.
And she's called Classy Claws?
It's Classy Claws, and it's on Lake Mead and Civic Center.
Isn't that awesome? You know, we have a Classy Nails here on Lake Avenue, and she's African American right here in Pasadena.
Absolutely.
Do you remember Classy?
Yes, I do.
Yep, she's still
she did wonderful
here.
work. Wonderful work.
Really? So when you guys go to Las Vegas, you go to Classy Claws Nails on Lake Mead?
That's right, and Civic Center.
And Civic Center, and tell Classy, that's her name?
No, her name is Tina. Ask
Tina.
for Tina.
Ask for Tina, and
Yes.
tell Tina that you heard about it. Riq the Critic, you're visiting Las Vegas, you got to get a fill or you got to get a pedicure, manicure, whatever. Ask
Yes.
for Tina and just say that Riq the Critic and Nick, we sent you there.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
Nikki,
right.
let me
Yes.
ask you this, because I know. Listen, have you heard all this Obama stuff? I mean, did you hear on the radio where they were talking about? Well, yesterday, Ellen. It was President's Day, and Ellen gets on the phone and says, "I'm going to call Obama." And then the lady from the White House gets on the phone and says, "Well, he's out." And she says, "Well, can I speak to Sasha or is Michelle there or anybody there?" Did you see that? Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
It was so hilarious. She said, and then she says, you know what? I don't have the cell number, but could you give me a cell number again? I forgot it. And then the lady says, "I can't give you the cell number, over the air." And she says, "Oh," and then again it goes on, and then Ellen says again, "Could you give me that cell number again?" I mean, she's really trying hard to get the cell number. And then she tells her, she says, "Tell Sasha and her sister that the Jonas Brothers are going to be on today and that they should look at it." And so she assured her that she would let her know. And then before she gets off, she says, "Well, would it help if I said I was Oprah?"
Well, if she was Oprah, she'd have the number already.
Oh, that was my thought. Yeah, I thought.
There'd be absolutely no need for White House operators or anyone else.
I know, Oprah probably has the number to the BlackBerry. What does he got, a BlackBerry?
Yes, it's the BlackBerry.
Okay,
yeah. She's got the number to the BlackBerry.
You know she does. You know
the
she
big
does.
O is on speed dial. I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah, and then yesterday, Brandy and I were out at the Salvation Army, Junkin, and at the Goodwill, and we were having the conversation about who was it that got busted for 3 years ago. They went back on the telephone on his cell phone. Who is it?
Gosh, I don't know.
3 years ago?
A political figure?
Yeah. Did some nasty texts or something. He was
gosh.
Big Daddy somebody anyway.
That
went
seems
back.
to be pretty commonplace in the political arena.
Yeah.
We've had that problem here. One of our, I want to say he was our governor, Jim Gibbons, I believe, and he was divorcing his wife, and there was a lot of text messages that he had sent to an aide at some point or other. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with infidelity in the political arena, but they seem to have quite a lock on it.
Are they nuts? Do they not know that text messaging? I mean, is there some common sense here? Are they using the wrong head to think what? Or what? I mean, what's really going on?
I think that's absolutely it.
That's insane. It's like, How? Wait a minute. But who was that the blind guy that before he even took the oath
Gosh,
he
I
says
know exactly who you're talking about. I want to say Patterson, but I cannot. I
yeah.
can't think of his name. I can't call it, but I know exactly who you're speaking of. I believe he's out of New York.
Yeah, but what he said was, did you hear what he said? He said, look, before I take the oath, I have had an affair.
Well, that was a smart idea.
He threw it out there. I had an affair. My wife and I talked about it, and hey, we're good with it. But before I take this oath, you guys need to know da 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 da. You know what I mean? That was smart.
Exactly. That was a very smart
just put
move.
it out there. Just
lay it on the
put it
table.
out there.
No room for surprises.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He said, no, you will not be coming back after me, talking about, da 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 da. No, that's not. I'm putting it all the way out there.
I think in the sake of full disclosure, he did the right thing. He did the right thing, and as a public figure, it's inevitable that your personal business will at some point or another be splashed across the front page. So give the public a little bit of credit and allow them to make an informed decision and just tell the truth.
Makes sense to me.
Me too.
Okay, so what else is going on about town? You're around Vegas. Tell me what's going on around there. I know it's cold, but what's going on?
It's extremely cold, and there are so many closures. I mean, the Lucky's is closing, Albertsons is closing, Mervyn, Steve and Barry's. There are so many closures. Everything is closing. It's unreal.
In Las Vegas?
Yes. However, there are great deals to be had. Great deals to be had. 50% off of cold medicine, cereals. I mean, Lucky's looks like a ghost town. There's nothing, absolutely nothing on the shelves. They had a little cereal, some household items and things like that, but everything else is completely barren. No dairy, there's nothing. There are whole strip malls just completely shut down.
But Nikki, you know what? This is the thing that gets me. I know that's what you're looking at right now, but everyone is not broke. Do you know that they have a $25,000 person they have a waiting line for?
Yes. I'm absolutely sure of it. And who makes it? Is it a Birkin bag?
What the hell are you putting in a $25,000 purse?
$25,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got $25,000 to spend on a bag. I mean, I don't think it's a big stretch for you to have that kind of cash on hand, honestly. So, everybody is not. I mean, I have a friend who works in retail. She gets a 2.7 commission across the board, and the least expensive thing they have is a $75 or $80 T-shirt. So.
And they're not going out of business.
No, not even close. They actually just opened up in a very high-end market in Caesar's Palace, and they're not suffering. They're selling one-of-a-kind $45,000 coats.
What's it look like?
Well, it's made of nice material. I'll tell you that. The cashmere and ostrich, and there's some other interesting things on there. It's not something that I would like to purchase or wear, but someone likes it. So
now, are the lights going? You know how Las Vegas is always lit up, like a Christmas tree. Are you seeing any lights that are not lit up? I mean, any places that are not lit up?
Oh no. There's still, and I call Las Vegas the hoary cousin of everywhere else, because even the McDonald's and the 7-Elevens have lights and all these gaudy little baubles that seem to decorate the signs, and so it's the hoary cousin of everything else in the free world.
Now listen, listen, we're going to be going off in probably about 3 or 4 more minutes, but I want you to stay on because we still got a lot of things to talk about because you kind of got me at the end, but we're going to do another show, and I still want to talk to you, so don't hang up, okay?
Okay.
Good. And then have you heard Jessica James? Have you heard the music, The Critic?
I have. Yes,
oh
I
man,
have.
it's awesome. It's
But
hot.
you feel free to play that for me as much as you like.
It's hot. It is so hot.
That's absolutely right.
Now, what about the condo situation?
Oh, you can get a relatively inexpensive condo here. They call this place Foreclosure Alley. They have sections of town that they call Foreclosure Alley because there's blocks and blocks and blocks of homes that are just abandoned, just empty. And you have a homeless population here that's unrivaled by anything other than New York, I'd venture to say. But, you know, they have these foreclosures and there's people sleeping on the streets, which I completely don't understand, but maybe it's just me. I don't understand it.
And you have rows and rows of homes, foreclosed homes.
Blocks. Full
blocks.
City blocks.
Okay. Well, listen, don't go away. Hold on the phone. We're going to go to a second show. But listen, I'm for the viewers that came in and for those that missed it earlier, we're talking about Las Vegas. We're talking with Nick in Las Vegas, and that's what we're chatting about today. Don't forget the people on the suck wall. Don't forget. Oh, and Nikki, don't let me forget to tell you about my rude neighbor. But anyway, the suck wall. You know, the corner bakery. You know, when you go by there, like I said, they kind of been hitting and missing. So you might want to stop in and tell them Riq the Critic said, hey, you know, get it together, because they really have a great DC chicken sandwich. They really do. Okay. My love pick for the day is the Pasadena Sandwich Company. As always, Steve is great. Same person, same all the time, consistent like McDonald's, always the same. But great place. If you're ever over in Pasadena, across the street from Bed Bath & Beyond over there in Hastings, stop in and see Steve at the Pasadena Sandwich Company. Great sandwiches, great people there, always greet you with a smile. Just really super, super, super nice guy. And listen, we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am Riq the Critic. Thank you for allowing me to come into your home. Thank you for listening to the suck comments and all the other good stuff. And listen, be safe and have a wonderful, wonderful new year.
Riq the Critic, when she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Riq the Critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it, and if she get with it, let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if she's good and if she dig it, cause she's Riq the Critic. Riq the Critic, Riq the Critic, Riq the Critic. She the first to admit it if she can't dig it, cause she's Riq the Critic. Riq the Critic, 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 Riq the Critic.